So what makes a shoe friendly?
What's a friendly shoe?
What's a friendly shoe?
So a friendly shoe is a stylish comfort shoe that's supportive and goes on easily.
And how does it make it friendly?
So we tried to make the friendliness start from where the manufacturers make the shoes. So it's all within sustainable factories in South America, in the south of Brazil. So we stayed away from China, good labor practices from the start, stylish shoes that accommodate everyone. And, the way they're made are through friendly methods.
How did you start this business? Where did you get the idea from?
So, yes, great question. I'm an occupational therapist, and I never really looked into this. Initially coming out of school, we weren't really educated on it, but I had patient after patient throughout the lifespan because I was doing pediatrics simultaneously while treating seniors, and just lots of people with difficulties putting on fresh kicks. So they weren't able to put on the shoes. They resorted to slippers, and this affected their daily life. And we wanted to make a change, and that's how we came up with friendly shoes.
How do you plan to get big and try to get people to see how your shoe is friendly and how it can help? How do you plan to get that?
Yeah. So being a small company, we just finished our first year. It is a bit of a challenge to scale, which I think you're asking. So we're doing public outreach programs. We're also doing a friendly adaptive program where we're having individuals contact us that have footwear challenges, and we're trying to solve these challenges, whether it's recommending our shoes or it's recommending another shoe that we feel can accommodate this individual specific situation. So we're trying to, with the outreach and trying to work face-to-face with patients, customers. We're also working with Zappos and a couple other brands that are helping us bring our products to the public eye in a broader way.
And how do you get other startups to help you survive and you help them? How do you get some people to work with you?
Yeah, so we've had a fantastic opportunity to work with some organizations within San Diego. They've been super community friendly, which is nice. With our collaborations with these larger companies, it's nice because we have the insight. We've had the experiences with the patients. We've had the experiences with the customers on trying to solve these footwear challenges. So they've been really nice in opening up their listening ears and listening to the feedback that we've gotten thus far. And it's almost become a joint venture where we're trying to work together to try to solve this as much as possible. As you know, the aging population is getting larger and will continue to get larger. So this is important, making these shoes that could accommodate all of these folks so they're comfortable, feeling good, feeling safe on their feet. This will be important in the future and today.
And do people like your patients only buy the shoes, or other people without any needs or something like that? Do they also buy your shoes too?
Yeah, so because we have our easy shoe access technology, we've had people with disability, without disability, throughout all demographics buy the shoes outside of kids because we don't have the sizes. But we've had people without disability buy the shoes because they love the convenience and they love the style, which quite frankly was super important to us because the style is important, right? I mean, shoes, you could get them on. We feel that people have been kind of pigeonholed to have to wear these shoes that were comfortable for them, but they just don't look good. But having a shoe that is comfortable, that is convenient to put on, that looks good, it's important because something has to match with the slacks and the nice polo or the dress for that matter. And we feel our shoes do that.
And what makes your shoe look good? Like you were saying, to fit all different kinds of slacks? Like, what makes it look good?
If you want my honest opinion from a shoe entrepreneur's point of view, your cuts. So your cuts of the material, you're looking for color contrast, if possible, and you're looking for a textural. So if you could add texture to the shoe, it's super important. If you look at some of these high-end brands, Kenneth Cole, Gucci, they do a really good job of this. And the other thing I recommend is consulting a gal that knows her stuff, and she'll help guide you in the right direction. It is a complete art. We are very fortunate to have the team that we do down in Brazil to make these styles. We give our suggestions, and ultimately they make the decision. So it's important. You have to have someone that has some art and some knowledge toward shoe fashion.
Okay, and this question is kind of similar to one of my other ones, but how did you get like the company in Brazil to make those shoes for you?
Interestingly enough, when I first started, I was still practicing as an occupational therapist, and I decided to work on this on the side. Ended up in Manhattan with a small shoe manufacturer there. It didn't work out. I met this small family in Brazil that had some contacts with manufacturers, and I worked through the small family. The Norse, they're fantastic. It's kind of gave me the courage to move forward with this, being just an occupational therapist. Shoes tend to be expensive. This family has really helped us in regards to our development, and just we really see huge value now that we're getting more and more people on board. We have medical professionals collaborating with master shoe craftsmen from Brazil. So, I mean, having the medical and the style, right? You're looking at the pendulum swing from one direction to the next. If we can land it as close as possible to the middle, that's our overall goal. And we've done a really good job of improving with our Brazilian partners down there.
That's all the questions I really got.
Killer, thank you. You do relax me. Your father gets me anxious.